I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Well, how about we put something on the calendar today? How about let's do that?
Okay.
Councilman Felter.
Just tell me when. Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, week after.
What can you day?
20th, 21st.
Then we see what's coming up. How about the 21st? Yeah. 21st is good. How about like a lunch?
That's fine. So I'm gonna block it off.
You just tell me where you're going to be at.
All right.
Okay.
I know I get a picture with the council member. I know I get a picture with the council member, man. Hey, have you seen her, Alexis? Have you seen Jackie? Have you seen Jackie?
I have not. I think she's trying to gather all the speakers for Christmas. But yeah, let's who was our name?
I want somebody from CareFirst to do it.
Yeah, who was our CareFirst contact?
I was just trying to get I was just get Jackie to do it. And make the announcement.
Let's just
Hello. Hello, everyone.
hold on.
They good.
You can't talk over them.
I'm not trying to.
Hold on, wait a second.
I know they can. Hello, everyone. Can we please try to find our seats? The program will begin momentarily. And can we please remember to silence our phones? Please and thank you. The program will begin momentarily. Can we please find our seats and clear the path for the cameras, please, and thank you. Definitely.
Can you do me a favor? Can you find the prepared charges and take it to the clean room, please?
They gonna burn them up out there.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. If everyone could please find their seats. If everyone could please find a seat at this time, we will be getting started shortly. Thank you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. If I could remind everybody to kindly find their way to their seats. If you don't mind, please begin to take your seat. The program will begin in a few moments. Once again, thank you. Testing 1 2 1 2. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me this morning, everyone? No, that has no enthusiasm. Can you hear me? While we're waiting for our dignitaries to make their way in, give them a round of applause. Of course, Angie Gates, Brian Pinnock, Kenya McDuffie, the Mayor Muriel Bowser, and Monica Ray all as well. There we go. Put this right here. I've always wanted to do that. Give it up for Excel Academy, the ladies in the play in the back. Once again, yesterday being Women's in Sports Day, I am so honored to have an all-young ladies band performing live for us today. So give them a round of applause. For those who do not know my name is Wes Hall. I am the anchor of all things Wizards and Mystics on Monumental Sports Network. If you're wondering why I'm happy today, because we're on a 3-game win streak coming home, I'm happy. I'm real happy. And obviously I've been on my phones because of trade deadlines. Anyway, we'll get into all that stuff later on. Today we're here to focus on this building right here and this community that surrounds it. It is a wonderful day for CareFirst. It is a wonderful day for Events DC, and most importantly, it is a wonderful day to be a Washingtonian. So give yourselves a round of applause. But since I deal in TV, you know that I love, the visual aids, etc. So if you don't mind, focus your attention on the screen behind you for our lovely presentation.
The entertainment and sports arena. We're looking at partners and organizations for naming rights opportunity there in the Great Ward 8.
Will you continue to hear me talk about transportation infrastructure? Yes. And education? Yes. And housing? Yes. And food security? Yes. And economic development? Yes. And equity? Hell yes. As an organization, all of those things are healthcare. A multi-year commitment, a generational commitment. We are making a statement. We are here to stay. And we will use this strategic location as a staging point to affect that kind of positive change.
We took a big bet on Congress Heights. And doesn't Congress Heights deserve it? Our city moves forward when all parts of our city move forward.
CareFirst Arena, that has such a wonderful ring to it. The first speaker that we're going to hear from today is Monica Ray, the president of Congress Heights Community Training and Development Corporation. Monica, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Good morning. There is indeed joy in the soul of the city. It is a privilege to stand before you today as a long-term Ward 8 resident, business owner, and newly appointed member of the Events DC Board of Directors. Today's announcement marks yet another step forward in the transformation of our great city, and in particular Ward 8. This moment would not have been possible without the visionary leadership and steadfast commitment of our mayor, Muriel Bowser. Give it up. Yeah. Her strategic investments in the St. Elizabeth's campus, including the entertainment and sports arena, have been game changers for Ward 8. These investments have not only brought new energy and opportunity to this community, but have laid the foundation for economic growth, job creation, and community empowerment. The entertainment and sports arena has quickly become a beacon of what is possible when public and private sectors come together for a shared vision in equitable development. Today's announcement continues this legacy, aligning with the city's efforts to address the social determinants of health and wealth by creating spaces that drive progress, foster connection, and uplift our residents. CareFirst has been committed and is a true ally. Today's event would not be the last time you see them, and their team is eager to collaborate with our community on meaningful and impactful projects. It is only fitting that we honor the leader whose vision has brought us to this place. Mayor Bowser's unwavering focus and delivery for all 8 wards in our city, and ensuring that Ward 8 is not left behind. Her commitment to equitable development and her belief in the potential of our people and are reshaping what it means to live, work, and thrive in Washington, D.C. Please join me in welcoming our mayor, the driving force behind this progress, and a true champion for Ward 8, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
That's you. Well, let's give it up for Monica Ray. Thank you, everybody. I'm just really so happy to be here. today at the house that we built in Ward 8 to celebrate the community, but more than that, to talk about progress and to talk about promises kept. I want to acknowledge our girls at the Excel Academy. Give them another big round of applause. We were just here on Martin Luther King Day for the indoor parade, and I saw the girls play then. And I saw a lot of girl drummers. And so I'm just really excited for all of that we're doing in our public schools to support all of our students. And Monica, I want to thank you for that introduction as well, because when we think about effective partners to work with, human capacity development, for academic leadership, for economic development, all those things in all 8 wards, and especially here in Ward 8 is Monica Ray. So give her a big round of applause. And I want to acknowledge my team. I call them the big deal team at DMPED, because they put some big deals together, and this was one of them. And it's part of my larger vision for the St. Elizabeth's campus. I say often that when I became mayor 10 years ago, there had been a lot of promises made for this campus and very little delivered. And we knew that the government had to go in first. And I want to acknowledge our former DMPED Deputy Mayor, Brian Kenner, who is here. Brian. And if you know Brian, you know what it looked like when he came into my office and said, I want to build an arena for the Wizards. And I said, he said, well, Mayor, Mayor. Mayor. Am I right? That's what he said. And so I said yes. And he was exactly right, because when the district was first in, everybody else came. And speaking of big deals, and now Deputy Mayor Nina Albert and the DMPED team are also focused on how we deliver the entire vision. So acknowledge Nina Albert. And we were here again recently, and our leader here, Latrina Owens, our DMPED and Executive Director for St. Elizabeth's, she said, Mayor, I know you like to talk about the arena a lot. And I said, yes, I do. She said, well, we've invested almost $1 billion at the St. Elizabeth's campus. And before it's all said and done, we'll invest even more. I also want to recognize another big deal team at Events DC led by Angie Gates. And let's acknowledge the whole Events DC team, who is our partner for all things events, sports, and conventions, which is an incredible part of the district's bottom line. And all of the things that we have done in those areas, we know the future is even bigger and brighter. So when we think about this campus, we've already delivered the Whitman Walker Clinic, Sycamore and Oak, and the future Sycamore and Oak has gone over a big planning hurdle, so we know the big vision for that site is ahead. The Washington Mystics won a championship right in this building. We've hosted Mary J. Blige, the Go-Go's, boxing matches, graduations, and more. And that's why it's so important to us that we know that our partnerships are with trusted partners. And so I really am so pleased that CareFirst is going to be that trusted partner here at the ESA for years to come. So they've done their due diligence with us. There he is. We've done our due diligence with them. And it wasn't hard because CareFirst has been a partner in the district making DC residents or helping to make DC residents healthier for many, many years. And so I'm glad that they saw the benefit of being here where we will have a significant health presence in Anchor, where we already do have a health presence in Anchor. So CareFirst made a lot of sense for a lot of reasons. And so I know Angie and Brian will talk a little bit more about our partnership, but I'll just say at the outset how pleased I am that we're here today to celebrate. And I know that we get questions like this all the time of what's next. And I'm always happy to report that all of our investments are continuing, including a new library, including hundreds of units of housing, including affordable housing for more Ward 8 residents. And today, I'm going to make a little bit more news because I want to tell you in a very few short days, like 68, we are going to cut the ribbon on the brand new Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center, GW Health. Promise made, promise kept. So in April, in 68 days, we will make good on that very important promise. And so I know we've been joined by members of my team, but also Council Member for Ward 7, Wendell Felder. Please acknowledge Wendell. At-large Council Member Christina Henderson. We have been joined by Deputy Mayor Wayne Turnage, Dr. Ayanna Bennett from the Department of Health, Director Delano Hunter, DGS, DISB Commissioner Karima Woods, our friends at Whitman Walker, Dr. Heather Aaron, Tony Coleman, the CEO of Cedar Hill, several of our ANC commissioners. Where are our ANC commissioners? Thank you, commissioners from 8B, 8C, and 8E. I think Monica Dixon from Monumental Sports is also here. Thank you for your partnership, Monica. And I've said a lot, but there's a lot to say. And there's even more to do. Today's a celebration, but also a reminder that every day we need to wake up and get to work. And my pleasure now is to introduce the Council's Chair of Economic Development, who has been a supporter of how we invest in sports in the district. And I'm pleased to introduce Kenya McDuffie.
Good morning. Man, this is a great day to be in Ward 8, and I feel like there's a lot more energy in this room than I just heard, so I'm going to say it again. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. The mayor just announced that Cedar Hill Medical is going to be opening. That's a great day in Ward 8. We love it. Promise made is a promise kept. I want to thank Mayor Bowser for that introduction, and good morning to everyone. It's a pleasure to see so many familiar faces here today. I'm Kenya McDuffie, at-large council member and chair of the Council's Committee on Business and Economic Development. I want to recognize everybody that the mayor's already recognized without saying their names again, except I'm going to recognize my colleagues at the council, my friend and chair of the Council's Committee on Health, Christina Henderson. I want to recognize her again. And my friend and council member of Ward 7, new to the council but no stranger to Ward 8, Wendell Felder. And I also see Rosie Allen Heron with the United Way and Kathy Hollinger with the Greater Washington Partnership. This room is filled with fantastic people. Give yourselves a round of applause. So I have long recognized the transformative power of sports and entertainment right here in the District of Columbia. And we truly are becoming, I know the mayor agrees, we are becoming the sports capital of the United States, of the entire United States. We are the sports capital of the United States. Today's investment by CareFirst, one of the nation's leading healthcare providers, represents a significant win for our city, particularly for the residents of Ward 8. The renaming of the entertainment and sports arena on St. Elizabeth's campus to the CareFirst Arena illustrates the powerful opportunities that exist when the private and public sectors work together to invest in our communities in the District of Columbia. The naming and commitments that come along with it means that the continued growth of teams like the Washington Mystics and the Capital City Go-Go are assured, while the arena continues to diversify its offerings and brings residents and tourists alike to this wonderful venue and community. I remember being here not too long ago when the Mystics won that championship and celebrated that with my family, my two girls. And I want to give another shout out to the girls of Excel Academy for the wonderful job that they did as well. A strong advocate for Ward 8, I'm committed to ensuring that our community receives the support it needs to thrive right here. Today is a testament to that commitment. I look forward to seeing the positive impact it's going to have on our residents across the district, but also in particular right here in this community. I know today's announcement is part of a broader commitment by CareFirst to support the health and well-being of our residents, and look forward to working with them in those efforts, Brian. Mayor Bowser, you highlighted some of the incredible developments happening right here at St. Elizabeth's East, with the brand new Cedar Hill Hospital set to open soon, the recently completed Whitman Walker Community Health Center, and the Sycamore and Oak Retail Village, a vibrant hub of local businesses. Ward 8 is seeing historic investments that uplift this entire community. Let's give that a round of applause. And I want to extend my sincere gratitude to Monica Ray and her team for their vision and hard work in making Sycamore and Oak a thriving retail destination that it is today. People are talking about Sycamore and Oak all around the country, and I really love the work that you all are doing, Monica. I also want to thank Latrina Owens. I know it was mentioned earlier, but I want to thank Latrina Owens and her team for their transformational leadership in shaping the future of this St. Elizabeth's campus. Let's give Latrina a round of applause. DC is positioned as the premier destination for sports events. I think you all know that already. Our teams, the activities, fostering a coordinated strategic approach to growth in this sector. By bringing together a cross-sector of groups and stakeholders, we can further elevate our city's vibrant sports culture for residents and visitors alike. I'm excited to see Events DC, under the leadership of Angie Gates, continue to spearhead its remarkable work in creating new, lasting partnerships that elevate our city while remaining deeply committed to those who we serve. And right now, I want to thank Angie Gates. I want to thank the entire board of Events DC. I know a lot of you are here today. And I'd like to bring President Angie Gates up here to share a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Come on, good morning, good morning. Look, I'm excited. I had to get up and put on my CareFirst blue today. Thank you, Councilmember McDuffie, who is indeed one of DC's #1 sports fans, especially for our youth. I want to thank our wonderful, fearless leader, Mayor Muriel Bowser, for her dedication and support in the quote that constantly is in my head, "Get the job done." Thank you, Madam Mayor. And to the DC Council for their leadership. I was just with Councilmember Felder yesterday. It's good to see you here, and Councilmember Henderson and the entire Bowser administration. I want to acknowledge our Events DC Board of Directors. And I want to first, though, give a big round of applause for the Events DC team who's been hard at work. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Events DC team. Chairman Leif Dormsjo is our fearless leader for our board of directors. Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, Nina Albert, who was mentioned earlier. Glenn Lee is here with us in spirit. He wanted to join us today, but I want to give a shout out to our Chief Financial Officer. Ty Simpson has joined us today. Marisa Flowers, who's here as well. Monica Ray, who you heard from earlier, and Brian Kenner. And I see Kathy Hollinger. It's good to see you as well. Now, for the CareFirst team, I want to first say thank you to the president, Brian Pinnick, for all of his dedication and hard work. I have to say a special thank you to Ricardo Johnson, who took my call every time. And my famous line is, you got 5 minutes? And you know 5 minutes turns into 15, maybe 50. So I got to say thank you to Ricardo Johnson, Lester Davis as well, and Mac McGee. I also want to acknowledge our partners at Monumental Sports and Entertainment, Monica Dixon and Jim Van Stone, who I have talked to multiple times. I want to thank them for their partnership. I also see Kim Stone is in the building, the president and CEO of the Washington Spirit, so I want to thank her as well. Let's just give a shout out to all of our partners. Let's do a round of applause, please. I am thrilled to be in Congress Heights this morning to make history. At Events DC, our mission is to create unique experiences that result in jobs, economic impact, and lasting memories for residents, tourists, and guests. Today, we are fulfilling our commitment to the district by launching an innovative partnership with CareFirst. Our partnership represents the beginning of a new era for this world-class venue in the St. Elizabeth's campus. Our venue has been a pivotal part of this community by bringing jobs, sporting events, entertainment, and more to Ward 8. Last year, we held 66 events with more than 107,000 attendees. As we look ahead, we're proud to have more incredible experiences for residents and visitors to take part in. Now, let me give you a few experiences that are coming up just this month. We have WWE Wrestling. The WWE is coming back to the district after 10 years. So thank you, team. And you know we got to do a little something for Valentine's Day, so we got to have a Valentine's Day concert. The CAA Championship is coming up, Washington Mystics, and the Capital City Go-Go Games. What I can truly say about this world-class venue, we have community impact. And with our partners, CareFirst, we will fulfill this goal. It was important for Events DC and CareFirst to go beyond the name on the building. Strategically investing in the community was the #1 priority for CareFirst. I am looking forward to what we will accomplish together for district residents. This announcement is just the beginning. I want you all to know that it warms my heart to be in a meeting over a year ago and to get to this day. Dreams can truly be fulfilled. This dream has become a reality today with CareFirst. So let me now bring up the president and CEO of CareFirst, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Brian Penick.
I've got to open up with a shout out. So the cheering section behind us, stand up, please. Stand up, please. So with us today, we have over 100 difference makers that will be volunteering. I love you. More than my words, it's your actions that make this happen. I love you. We have over 100 difference makers joining us today, and this is the group that makes it happen. Last year, our organization committed more than 89,000 volunteer hours in the communities that we serve. These folks are out here today not just to cheer and to be excited and to feel the joy of seeing our brand on the side of this incredible building, but also to be here in the community with the community. And this is an incredible principle that is near and dear to my heart, and I just can't thank the mayor enough. Because I think for those of you that are here today and watching at home, it would be easy to think that we're just standing at the center of an arena. It would be easy to think that. And the reality is we're standing in the midst of a vision. We're standing in the midst of a vision that the mayor had, an opportunity that was created, a place and a space that could be made, and an invitation from the public sector to the private sector to partner together for something better and more. That's what this is about. And we talk about things like social determinants. And I would say not determinants, not predetermined, not predestined, not certain to happen, social drivers. And to remember, each of us has a responsibility to have a hand on the wheel of where we go, with and for our communities, together. And this is not just the right thing to do. It is. It is our responsibility as leaders, as institutions, as people who have choices. But it's also the smart thing to do. Investing in healthy and thriving communities, creating opportunities for growth, on-ramps that change the trajectory, not just of individuals, but households, communities, cities. That is the moment we stand in today. And when you're serious about these investments, you plant flags. And when we went looking for the biggest flag we could find east of the river, we found Mayor Bowser's vision. This is more than signs and seats. This is a symbol. This is a beacon. This is a statement of intent. This investment represents a long-term, multi-million-dollar commitment to community. And as we say at CareFirst, if you want to be with the community, you have to be in the community. But I will say to you, when you show up in a community, show up with humility. Show up with a sense of what you don't know, but are eager to learn and understand. And along this journey, we will need guides. We will need folks to tell us what investments, where, in what way. We will have guides. We will have Monica Ray. We will have a collection of leaders who will help us to get this right, who will ensure that the voice of the community leads the way, understanding how best to activate, not just inside the arena, but outside the arena. This is a proud moment for this organization, but this is just the beginning. And so I want to thank each and every person that's here today, especially our board members, past and present, who make this possible, who create an environment at our organization that puts mission. Thank our partners, Monica Ray, Councilmember McDuffie. I want to thank the mayor for her vision. I want to thank Angie Gates for her partnership and her patience. I want to thank her mother, because apparently Angie comes from a long line of deal closers, for creating an atmosphere and a place that we felt like we could be, with partners who see the vision, who share the vision, and see us as part of that journey. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for the work that you're doing, and thank you for the investments we know you will make with us for what comes next.
Once again, if you'd like to give it up for Brian and all of our panelists here today for all of their wonderful thoughts about the commitment for this community and, of course, this facility. But with any new plan and new vision, there are questions, right? And I'm a firm believer that closed mouths don't get fed. So why don't we get fed right now by our Mayor, Muriel Bowser, just to a brief period of Q&A for you. So thank you, ma'am.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I'm thrilled by those remarks. I might have to get some CareFirst Blue. We appreciate that. So with that, I think we're going to take a few questions here, and then there will be, is that what I'm doing now? A few questions? Okay, a few questions. Yes. Can't hear you.
Hello?
Yep, there you go.
Peace and blessings, Mayor Bowser. First, congratulations.
Thank you.
I had a couple of questions. My first one being, to what degree do you anticipate this partnership addressing concerns about use of Events DC, as far as the capacity and the degree to which
I'll
it's
let
being utilized?
Angie, you're talking about how this facility is used and how the partnership enhances that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that question. This partnership will expand not only with what's happening in this building. As I mentioned earlier, it's more than the signage on the building, on the court. We're taking our actions and activities out into the community. So we will be focusing in partnership with CareFirst on everything from maternal health. We're going to be doing workforce training. We're also going to focus on health and wellness that we will engage with this partnership.
And just one follow-up, it's sort of a public health. How do you encourage people to utilize these services? We're being preventative, but as far as engaging the community, letting them know that it's here, and encouraging them to take those steps to get here, how do we go about doing that?
So one of the things, and I just said this earlier, visuals can go a long way. When you're walking past this building and you see that CareFirst sign, that's one of the things that's going to just trigger you. And oddly enough, as long as I've been working with CareFirst, it finally dawned on me just last week the purpose in the name, Care First. Care comes first. So it starts with the visual that we have surrounding the building, but we also are going to do deep dives with our communications team. It's not that you come for this event and you leave away with no information. We will be having information on our website, but we'll also have community engagement managers in this community that will be providing information, household information on people's doorsteps, and I also am going to be doing a walk in the community.
So I want to ask Brian to build on Angie's response, because in addition to putting their name on their building, this is what they do. Make sure that we're better connecting our residents to care. And as much as we are grateful that we have a hospital, we really don't want people to have to go to the hospital. We want them to go to the doctor first. Brian?
Thank you, Mayor. I couldn't have asked for a better tee-up. There's really two things that we should think about. The first is, what informs health? What informs health? 80% of health, my health, the mayor's health, your health, the health of this community, is informed by social and environmental circumstances. We have a tendency to look past that when we talk about health care. But 80% of what informs health and health trajectory are social and environmental circumstances. Those are the social drivers. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to invest in the community, informed by the community. And so what are social drivers? These are all of the things that we're born into and that we grow up around. It's food security. It's housing security. It's an opportunity to be educated and to enter the workforce and to have economic mobility. It's public transportation. These are the things that we will be investing in through our philanthropic arm with our partners. These are the places that you will see our volunteers showing up most consistently. And then there's the other aspect of health that the mayor talked about. Hospitals are incredibly important places. If we're doing our job, most people will not need to use them. We need to create access points. Because one of the most important relationships that you can have is with a primary care physician, a general practitioner. These are your guides for your health journey throughout the course of your life. And so as you think about the constellation of resources that are building up around the St. Elizabeth's campus, look carefully at the services that are being offered. Think about the kinds of things that need to exist around those places and spaces. And that's where we will look to invest from a business perspective, and where we will invite partners from the healthcare community to plant their flag.
I'll take a few more on topic. Yes.
Mayor Bowser. Thank you. The announcement for this deal says 10 years and $2 million. Is that the totality of the investment? How will that money be used?
Thank you, Mayor. That is just the beginning. That is a place to start. So we are here for the next 10 years, not just in the building and in the community. We are here to set a foundation. So we are making an initial $2 million investment to put those blocks into place. I fully expect and anticipate you will see and hear from us in the future about what we are going to do to build on that foundation. Some of that will be follow-on investment from CareFirst in those two places that I described. Some of that will be in the form of an invitation to our partners to follow on with us. And so what we're looking to do is to take the density that the mayor has created on this site, add to it private sector resources, and invite others to join us.
Just following up on that, Jenna Portnoy, Washington Post, sorry, I forgot to mention that. Will the $2 million be distributed in the form of grants to community groups? Are you going to build something brick and mortar on the site?
Yeah, so initially we're going to lay the groundwork with grant making. And so CareFirst has a philanthropic arm. We have an organization called our Community Health and Social Impact Team. Many of our partners are here today. We will be making grants and making investments in 501c3s that support the community. We'll be helping to organize those investments based on input from Monica and others. And then from those initial investments, we'll look on for follow-on opportunities as well as structural commitments that we as a company can make here as well.
Any other questions?
Small question. So the healthcare, is it free, or are there certain things around Medicaid coverage? I'm just wanting some clarity on that, as far as what's being offered in this with CareFirst, with the preventative care. Is it going to be free?
There's no health care being provided here. Is that your question?
No, that's not my
Oh,
question.
okay.
I was talking about the preventative measures that are being provided in this deal. Are they going to be free? I just wanted clarity around that.
I think what Brian just said is that there would be grants made to partners for the services that those partners offer. I don't know if I could answer that for every instance. Yeah.
That you mentioned. Can you clarify the date that it will open to the public and just what it means to the Ward 8 community to have that facility open up?
Well, it means a great deal to, I think you know that we have been very focused as a city on partnering with an academic institution and for the city to get out of operating a hospital. So it means a big deal. We are very grateful that GW Health is our partner at Cedar Hill, and the United Health, Universal Health is an amazing hospital operator that's going to work with us on that. And the expected date is April 15th. Yes.
Mayor Bowser, just following up on that, do you expect UMC to close that same day, or what's your plan for that? And if I might, will labor and delivery be open on day one?
I don't want to talk about all of how it all will ramp up. We do expect that there will be a ramp up of services. So whatever needs to happen on day one for a hospital to operate will happen. And then there will be other ramp ups over the course of several months likely for all the lines of service. So I will have the team give you an update on how that all falls. Wayne, do you want to talk about the ramp down of UMC?
Good morning. UMC is in the process of closing, obviously. There will be warning notices issued to all of the staff at UMC today, actually. Those warning notices will set trigger dates beginning as early as April 6th, stretching through September 30th. The goal is to ramp down services to the point that it closes for operation the day that Cedar Hill opens. Thank you.
How many employees are being notified? And I'm sorry, can you clarify how many employees are being?
I don't know the answer to that, Mark, but all of the employees will be notified at some point because that hospital is closing and the new hospital is opening, and that is our North Star. Okay, thank you, everybody.
We now return to our previously scheduled program, already in progress.
For the big reveal that the rain is preventing us from. And we're your community, so we're going to have fun today. So if you don't mind, thank you.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, guy.
Again, we want to make space for our cameras if you don't mind. So.
Down in front, down. Right here. Yeah, please, please. Yes, sir. Thank you. Sorry. Step aside a little bit. Good, you're good. Thank you.
We are not ready. Hold on one moment, if you don't mind. We're going to get the band in place to commemorate this wonderful occasion. Once the band is in place, Mayor Bowser will lead the reveal of the new CareFirst Arena logo here.
Still rolling here. Pull it back.
All right, Madam Mayor, the floor is yours again. The great reveal and the 3 steps back. On your count, Madam Mayor.
1, 2, 3.
Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for making their way to the new CareFirst Arena here in
Testing 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That should be good. We don't need that. Testing 1, 2.